Hi everyone, welcome to ACADS. So this is the first lecture of module Society. So the whole mains accelerator combo, it has been divided into 10 modules. Society with one of the module will have following subtopics. So we will start with first with features. Second, there will be globalization, urbanization, population. And then we will be moving on to secularism, women, caste system, regionalism and poverty. So whole society module lectures are going to be of around 10 to 15 hours. In these 10 to 15 hours, you are expected to devote at least 35 to 40 marks, which includes revision, writing practice, solving previous year question papers, memorizing data, revising mnemonics and everything. So let's move on to the content of this lecture. So this lecture, as I mentioned earlier, is about the features and diversity of Indian society. So here broadly we are going to cover around 5 subtopics. We will start with unity in diversity. Then we will move to see how diverse the Indian society is. And from the diversity we are going to derive features of Indian society. So ultimately the central theme of the whole lecture is going to be based on few quotes. We will try to provide you around 5 to 6 quotes and we will use these quotes multiple times during this lecture. And also we strongly recommend you to go through previous year question papers and see the linkages between our content and what has been asked in the question paper. So on the face of it, things might look different and the question might look new to you. But if you dig deeper, if you go into a little more depth, you will realize that topics are not so different. Ultimately, they have one central theme and they are asking the same thing again and again in different formats. So, yes, after diversity, we will move the features and again we will keep the central theme and quotes from the diversity and unity and diversity only. And then we will look at few social institutions. What social institutions we are going to look at? KFM, kinship, family and marriage. And then ultimately we will be looking at multiculturalism. So this is directly stemming out from this topic, but यहाँ पर एक दो new terms हैं, so we will look at it. So let's start. We'll start with the video. So this is the roadmap how you should be going about society lectures. So for each module you will be given one roadmap. So this roadmap is specific to society module. For polity module it can be a different roadmap. IR के लिए एक another different होगा क्योंकि it's more or less table based. But society is a very descriptive paper and very theoretical. So for the society it's very difficult to provide you content in the objective manner. But we have tried it and as far as we think we have been quite successful in that. And another thing that you need to keep in mind, the focus of these lectures is not on content building. The focus is on using the content to the maximum. So definitely we are going to provide you with the content, we are going to provide you with the codes and everything, but this is not like a college lecture or academic lectures. Here the focus is strongly on scoring maximum marks in UPSC mains by going through the minimum notes. Okay, so we were discussing about the roadmap that you need to follow in case of society. So we will be starting with the video. I think if I have to write it here, I will put 10 and write video. So as I mentioned earlier, the lectures for society is going to be around 10 to 15 hours. So that means each module is of something around 40, say 60 minutes. And in this module, there will be lecture also, analysis of previous year question, data, diagram, code, mnemonics, cases, case studies, etc. So once you have seen the video, you can go to detailed notes. Detailed notes have been taken specifically from government sites, organizations and publication. So the motive behind detailed notes is to sync your mind with that of the thinking of UPSC. So if you are going through these detailed notes, it will help you create a repository of keywords in your mind which you will be able to use in the examination. But our main focus should be on compact notes. So even if you are going through detailed notes once, it's enough, and if you are running short of time and if you are unable to go through that also it's fine. But compact notes you should be always keep with you and revise it as many times as possible. So with the compact notes, another thing that you need to check is data. So data will be uploaded in a course called Data for Mains. Okay, so for the data part, we will be providing it at two places. Number one in the course itself, and number one in the course Data for Mains. And what is the logic behind this? The logic is data, people find it the most difficult thing to remember. So obviously we will be giving you tricks and memory tricks and mnemonics, how you can remember it easily, and there is a numbers course also. But the thing is, you need to do it very consciously and you need to work extra hard on it. We are emphasizing so much on data because if you are writing data in any part of the answer, it gives an impression in the mind of examiner that you are very good with the content and you are not just throwing random points into the question answer sheet. Okay, and with that there are going to be mnemonics or quotes. Mnemonics and quotes are the central theme of this lecture also. So for each module there are around going to be 40 to 50 mnemonics. That means for each subtopic. So module, as I mentioned earlier, this is society is one module. Total number of mnemonics or quotes for the society is going to be around 40 to 50. And in that these are 9 subtopics. So that means for each subtopic we are going to give you around 4-5 mnemonics. And the focus is always on reusing the same quote again and again. We call it reproducibility and inheritability. Okay, so yes, we were on the mnemonics का mention हो गया है, and after that please go through the PYQs. This is very crucial part because you should have confidence in the notes and quotes that whatever has been asked in UPSC is one thing only, and if you are using these things and quotes properly, you can easily solve these previous year question paper as well as the question paper of coming year. Okay, so our approach is to make society, or in fact the complete main spread, like a mathematics paper. You have formulas and then it's up to you to apply these in case of the actual examination. But ultimately whatever formula or quotes you have, it's more than enough. And we are going to help you in how you can use this minimum content to maximize your score in the final exam. And ultimately we are going to give you ultra compact notes. So these compacts are going to be for your last week revision. So these are going to be very compact. So if I tell you about this society module, it's going to be around 5 to 6 pages only for the whole society. Whole society means all these subtopics, these 9 subtopics. Okay, coming on to the next thing about the guidelines that you need to keep in mind. So there will be extensive interlinkages, inter and intra topic. So even in case of this diversity, so let me explain you. This is society is the module, GS1 is the paper, this is the hierarchy, GS1 is the paper, society is the module, diversity and features, this is the topic. So linkages are going to be of two types. One is intra topic. So जैसे society में भी if we are giving you one mnemonic, so it's going to be CRR college. So CRR college only we are going to use it at multiple points. So initially you might not even realize that this is the same mnemonic that has been used multiple times, but we are going to help you in seeing this application. And another linkages is going to be inter-topic. So inter-topics means as if diversity and features is one topic, globalization can be another topic, and you will be surprised to know even in case of the globalization we will be using the same mnemonic and providing with the answers, and not like average answer. It will be very good and above average answer made using the mnemonics of society, diversity and features only. So we will see this in the next lecture of globalization. Coming on to the next thing, do not worry if things don't make sense initially. It's okay, things might seem a little less coherent, but the whole point is if you keep looking at the lectures and videos, you will realize everything connects with everything. So as Steve Jobs mentioned, you can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. Assignments. Next point, assignments should be submitted on time. This is a very crucial part. As I mentioned earlier, for each 1 hour of the lecture, you need to devote 2 to 3 hours. So with each lecture we will be providing you with the assignment. It has been provided at the end, and we will be nudging you continuously to provide that assignment, and it's non-negotiable. And if you are not submitting assignment on time, it might not be evaluated by us. So please make it a priority to submit assignments as soon as possible. And then revise, revise and revise. The compact note should be always be kept with you and should be revised multiple times. So let's start with diversity. In case of diversity, we will again start with this framework. As I mentioned earlier, everything will be related to some kind of framework, template or code. So society, and in case of the society, this topic, wait, let me change the pen. Yes, this diversity, this will be based on this framework, CRR college. So the same thing will be repeated extensively across this whole topic. So how to remember CRR college? The first thing that you need to remember is a CRR is a complex concept. As you know, the CRR stands for cash reserve ratio. It's a quantitative tool used by RBI to control the monetary policy of the country. So CRR is a complex concept. So you learn about CRR once you come to college. So that's how you can just try to remember CRR college. So I am repeating this concept multiple times and very slowly because this is going to be a core concept of this whole theme. So what CRR college exactly stands for? Okay, so first C. So C stands for caste. This C stands for caste. Second R. R is for religion. Another R is race and tribes. Then C is for culture, L for language, and G for geographical diversity. And this is the whole meaning of the word CRR. I'll again explain it to you very quickly. C stands for caste, R say religion, R say race and tribes, C say again culture, L say language, and G say geography. So why we have not explained it in the serial order? Because this is the order of importance that you need to keep in mind. Next we are going to discuss each and every sub point here in detail. So starting with the first one, that is religion and sects. So whenever you are mentioning about diversity, here you need to explain how India is diverse. And how India is diverse? It is diverse in CRR college sense, CRR CLG sense. So starting with the religion, how it's diverse in religion. So India has all the major religions of the world. And what is the percentage of different religions? Here you need to remember just the latest data. So on an average, what you need to memorize, please write it down also, because this is very crucial. This is going to be used multiple times. So I request you to please write it down while I am explaining you. This will help you in internalizing and revising this thing. So Hindu is 80%, Muslims are 14%, and then there are Christians. Christians कितने हैं? 2.3%, and Sikh is 1.7. So one thing that you need to keep in mind, whenever there is a discussion or mention of diversity in terms of religion, there is a quote: Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, sab bhai bhai. But here it's not Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and Isai. Here it's Hindu, Muslim, Isai, that is Christians, and then Sikhs. So please try to remember the order. उसके अलावा Jainism and Buddhism. Buddhism is 0.7% and Jain is 0.4%. So ये rough figures में याद कर सकते हैं. There is no need to remember the exact one. Roughly 80, 14, 2.3, 1, 2.3, 1.7, 0.3 and 0.4. So ये remember करना है. And second, whenever you are mentioning about the religious diversity, also mention sects. जैसे Hinduism में there are 3 sects. S3 you can remember. Shaivites, Shaktas and Smartas. Just remember it. There are 3 sects by the S3, and in case of the Hindus it's SAS. Shia Sunnis सबको मालूम है, and then there is Ahmadiyya sect also. Okay, so overall in case of the religious, you just have to remember the composition of the 6 religion: Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Jain and Buddhism. And second sects S3 and SAS. So अगर आप इतना mention कर देंगे, so it will showcase that you have knowledge about this thing. And second, diversity में after religion, the second most important thing in case of India is L. This is language. So we'll come to language next. In case of the language, you need to remember 2-3 things. लैंग्वेज में भी आपके दो सब पार्ट्स हो जाएंगे. रीजन में रीजन एंड सेक्ट्स थे. यहाँ पे लैंग्वेज फैमिली एंड देन देयर इज लैंग्वेज ऑफ फैमिली. So in case of family, you need to remember that broadly there are two major families in India. One is Indo-Aryan language and the second is the Dravidian. So यहाँ पर आप ये देखेंगे. So this is Indo-Aryan, ये हो गया 79%. 79%. हिंदूज जैसे 80 थे, दिस इज 79, ऑलमोस्ट सेम. एंड सेकेंड द्राविडियन, ये साउथ में जो है वो द्राविडियन है, इट्स 19% या 20%. यू कैन चेंज इट एज पर योर कन्वीनियंस, इतना अंतर नहीं पड़ेगा. एंड इन केस द लैंग्वेज, द फिगर दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इज 1369, एज इन 13 का स्क्वायर इज 169. इन दो को मर्ज कर देंगे, इट्स 1369. So there are 1369 mother tongues as per census of 2011. So please mention this fact whenever you are being discussed about the linguistic diversity of the country. And there might be another question in regionalism also, ki how language is affecting the regional aspirations of the country. And the same thing can be used even in case of the post-independence topics. Because 1956 का जो भी state organization हुआ था, it was completely based on linguistic lines. एंड अदर थिंग इज इससे रिलेटेड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंडमेंट 7 था. एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स ये सब पॉलिटी में डिस्कस होगा एंड पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस इंडिया में डिस्कस होगा. बट द थिंग दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू एम्फेसाइज इज एवरीथिंग इज कनेक्टेड टू एवरीथिंग. प्लीज डू नॉट टेक इट एज अ सेपरेट टॉपिक ऑफ सोसाइटी. वी विल बी यूजिंग दिस CRR कॉलेज इन अदर मॉड्यूल्स ऑल्सो. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस. लैंग्वेज फैमिली वही है कि सिर्फ में 80% 20% याद रखना, इट्स इनफ फॉर यू. एंड देन देयर इज अ 1369 लैंग्वेजेस. एंड अनदर थिंग इज, आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का जो 8th शेड्यूल है, इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट लैंग्वेजेस. सो देर आर 22 ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस, 22 यू कैन रिमेंबर. एंड इट्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन शेड्यूल इज 8. यस. एंड उसके बाद में देयर वाज द लेटेस्ट अमेंडमेंट जिसमें ये बोडो BDSM लैंग्वेजेस ऐड हुई थी. सो ये अगेन ये पॉलिटी में मेंशन हो जाएगा. आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू रिलेट थिंग्स फ्रॉम हियर एंड देयर. कमिंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग, रेस. अब रेस के साथ में रेस आएगा एंड ट्राइब्स आएगा. सो यू माइट हैव रियलाइज कि इसमें जो भी है ऑल दीज कीवर्ड्स, जैसे रीजन है तो रीजन एंड सेक्स लिखना है, साथ में लैंग्वेज है तो लैंग्वेज एंड लैंग्वेज फैमिलीज लिखना है, रेस है तो रेस एंड ट्राइब्स लिखना है. ओके. सो द 1931 सेंसस क्लासिफाइड इंडियाज रेशियल डाइवर्सिटी इन द फॉलोइंग ग्रुप्स: द नेग्रिटो, प्रोटो-ऑस्ट्रॉइड, मंगोलॉइड, मेडिटेरियन, वेस्टर्न एंड नॉर्डिक. So even if you are not able to remember these things, at least try to remember 2-3 points. And another crucial thing is कि you need to go through the diagram course. In diagram course we have mentioned why you should be very good for drawing map of India. Even I am not very good, but the thing is you can roughly draw a map like this. You should be able to draw it in 3 to 4 seconds. And please use it extensively in all the topics of GS1. That's the reason we have drawn a map in each and every topic also. In case of religion you cannot draw map, but languages में you can draw 2 map. First of all ये इंडो आर्यन वाली लैंग्वेज हो गई, ये द्राविड वाली हो गई. इसमें ये हिंदी एंड ये सब आइडिया रहता है कि वेयर इज गुजराती, मराठी, कन्नड़, तेलुगु, तमिल, मलयालम, उड़िया, नेपाली, बंगाली एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो प्लीज ट्राई टू रिमेंबर, प्लीज ट्राई टू लर्न हाउ टू ड्रॉ मैप ऑफ इंडिया वेरी क्विकली. ओके. So we are done with religion and sects, we have done race and tribes, we have done languages. So coming on to the next thing, customs and tradition. This is very important. You can call it culture also, customs also, traditions also. So all these things mean the same thing. And in case of the culture, there is a need to further subdivide it into more subtopics or subheadings. And what can be these subheadings? It is the FAT, FAT. And here again each and every letter stands for 2 things. जैसे F is for festivals and films, A is for art and architecture, T is for theatre and tourism. So how you will use this to showcase the diversity of India? In India there are over 100 festivals. In case of Bollywood, there is Bollywood, there is Tamil film industry, there is Telugu film industry, Kannada, Bhojpuri, Maithili. So this shows the diversity of India. इन केस ऑफ आर्ट क्या क्या आ जाएगा, आप टेम्पल ले लीजिए या इन केस ऑफ वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ पेंटिंग्स ले लीजिए. इन उड़ीसा दिस सौरा पेंटिंग, इन केस ऑफ द महाराष्ट्र वर्ली आ गई. सो ये वाला जो टॉपिक है दैट यू नीड टू इनकॉर्पोरेट फ्रॉम योर कल्चर एलिमेंट. आर्किटेक्चर अगेन देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर. टेम्पल में द्राविडियन हो गया, नागारा, वैसारा, ये सब टेम्पल टाइप्स आ जाएंगे. इन अगेन थिएटर में अगेन देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ थिएटर्स अक्रॉस मल्टीपल स्टेट्स. ये जो कल्चर टेबल है प्लीज गो थ्रू इट एंड इट्स मोर देन सफिशिएंट टू रिवाइज ऑल दिस थिंग्स. So the reason I'm not repeating all these things because it's not necessary. Ultimately, you even if you can remember 2-3 theaters from whole over the country, then it's more than sufficient. And if possible, and if you can draw the map of India, even if you are drawing it like this, it's more than sufficient. Okay, so even if whenever you are mentioning anything, just use a map of India to showcase this. So let me, yes, I think it's more than sufficient. You need to remember the FAT. So now we have two codes, one is CRR college and second is FAT. FAT is for the culture part, culture custom tradition part of this code. Coming on to the last one, this is geographical. In case of the geographical, how will you showcase that the India is very diverse in geographical sense also? Again draw the map and this is roughly 3000 किलोमीटर ये हो गया and 3000 kilometer across east west. Okay, and this coastline, this is around 7500 kilometers. Total area is 3200 320 million hectares. Okay, yeah, 3.2 million square kilometer. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर दीज थिंग्स. इसमें जो भी फैक्ट्स बताए गए हैं दीज आर द बेसिक फैक्ट्स, यू कैन नॉट इग्नोर दीज फैक्ट्स. सो ओवरऑल इफ आई गो रीजन में भी सिर्फ 18, 14, 2.3, 1.7 रिमेंबर करना था आपको. इन लैंग्वेज फैमिली दिस इज 79 + 20. इन केस द लैंग्वेजेस इट्स 1369 लैंग्वेजेस, 22 इन शेड्यूल 8. एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ एरिया ये सब आपको इजीली रिमेंबर हो ही गया है. एंड प्लीज गो थ्रू द डायग्राम एंड the lecture in which we have explained how you need to practice drawing the map of India in 3 to 4 seconds. So I think this section is complete, introduction is complete, diversity is complete, and please use this as the sub mini index for this whole lecture. Here we have explained everything, the topics which we will be covering: introduction, diversity, unity and diversity. So the next topic is going to be unity in diversity. So till now we were showcasing how India is diverse across these 6 dimensions. Now we will be showing, despite this diversity, how we are showing unity in diversity. Okay, second topic, unity in diversity. Now in case of the unity in diversity, there are 2-3 parts that you need to take in consideration. First, the question can be, explain how India is showing unity in diversity. For this we can easily use all these points and show how India is unity in diversity. Second can be related to reasons why despite being so diverse, why India has been able to keep it. So for this you need to learn about the reasons for unity and diversity of the India. And the third subtopic is going to be threats. What are the threats to unity and diversity of India? So these questions can be asked in mains exam and ultimately the questions इसी के अराउंड पूछे जाएंगे. They might change the words or wordings, explain हो जाएगा, discuss हो जाएगा, critically analyze हो जाएगा, but ultimately the core theme is going to be unity and diversity only. And now we will come to the second part, reasons. So in case of reasons, please try to understand this. You can be questioned about the reasons why India is so diverse. It can be for one factor only. One factor as in they might explain you despite being so religiously diverse, how you can say that India is showcasing unity in diversity. So for this we have to use another framework, and what this framework is going to be, This is ZEC, like जो country है ZEC, and P, and the country is Czech Republic, but you need to remember it's ZEC and P. And so we will try to analyze this through this mnemonic only. And what ZEC-P exactly is? ZEC-P is, C से it's the constitution वाला part. So if they are asking about religion, constitution may you can write about article 44. I think it has been explained in the next slide, so we will not go deep here. And then from Z, these are the keywords. What are the keywords? Zation, जिनके भी एंड में जेशन है, these are the keywords: modernization, urbanization, westernization, industrialization, globalization. Okay, we will explain the application in the next slide, so please try to explain what exactly the ZEC is. E stands for economic reasons. C is cultural, and cultural you already know, the code is FAT: films and festivals, art and architecture, theatre and tourism. H is historical reason. So one of the reason for unity and diversity of India has been the historical reasons, that India has been showcasing this thing since the ancient times: Buddhism, Jainism, Ashoka, Akbar, and in सबके टाइम पे there was unity and diversity. So that is the reason why India is still showing the same property. And ultimately politics, this will depend on the demand of the question. We can use politics in negative sense also and in positive sense also. So if they are asking about threat to unity and diversity, you will say politics, this is politicization of caste and casteization of politics, and how politics is playing a negative role. On other hand, if they are asking to praise India for its unity and diversity, you will say that politics has been witnessing a change, and now there is a shift towards developmental politics, and there is a rise of new emerging political parties which are not related to religion, identity, caste or language, जैसे आम आदमी party. So the thing that you need to remember is you have to use the same kind of points differently as per the demand of the question. So now अभी हम reasons discuss कर रहे थे. In the next slide we will see the application of ZEC-P for religion. So question क्या होगा इस सेंस में कि फर्स्ट पार्ट कैन बी इंडिया हैज डाइवर्सिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिलीजन. सो इसके लिए यू हैव ऑल द डेटा पॉइंट्स, यू कैन इजीली आंसर. पहले वाले पार्ट में था डाइवर्सिटी में. एंड डिस्पाइट बीइंग सो डाइवर्स इन रिलीजन, इंडिया इज शोकेसिंग यूनिटी, या व्हाट इज कीपिंग इंडिया यूनाइटेड. इसको मल्टीपल टर्म्स में पूछा जा सकते हैं, बट अल्टीमेटली कोर थीम यही होगी. सो फॉर दैट यू नीड टू, एज आई मेंशन्ड अर्लियर, दिस फ्रेमवर्क कैन बी यूज्ड, ZEC-P. अब ZEC-P क्या है? फर्स्ट इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में क्या हो जाएगा? सेक्युलरिज्म इज अ बेसिक फीचर. केशवानंद भारती मेंशन करना इट्स ओके, इवन इफ यू आर डायरेक्टली राइटिंग इट, इट्स सफिशिएंट. आर्टिकल 44 इज अबाउट UCC. 25 से 30 फंडामेंटल राइट्स रिलेटेड टू राइट ऑफ रिलीजन. एंड आर्टिकल 15-16 इज अबाउट देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कास्ट, रेस, रिलीजन एटसेट्रा. रिलीजन है लेकिन. एंड अगेन प्रेम्बल में भी सेक्युलर बाय 42nd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 1976. And then Zation में, as I mentioned earlier, there are going to be 5 words, and यहाँ पर भी ये keywords दिखते रहेंगे. M is for modernization, urbanization, westernization, industrialization and globalization. So now please mention how these things are diluting the old divisions between religions and now making all these things united. So just due to modernization, there is a transformation from traditional rural agrarian society to secular. So whenever there is a transition to secular society, it means कि automatically unity आ रही है. Second, in case of the urbanization, now you need to think how urbanization is affecting the religious diversity. So how urbanization is affecting this? So you need to understand कि the division, it's more concrete or more deep in case of the rural society, and उसी की जगह in case of urban society इतना divisions नहीं रहते हैं, because people they are mostly united due to economic reasons. So you won't find such religious classification in terms of urban life. Again, westernization. So westernization is about adoption of western ideas and values, and where there is no discrimination on the basis of religion. सिमिलरली इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, उसकी वजह से फिर से जो भी वर्क रिलेटेड डिफरेंसेस हैं वो कम होंगे एंड देयर विल बी यूनिटी. एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन, अगेन अडॉप्शन ऑफ वैल्यूज विच आर global in nature, and again it will diminish the religious hatred. Okay, another thing that you can do is, in our notes, detailed and compact both, we have given definition of all these key terms. So even if you are unable to understand anything, just write the definition and in the end relate it to the demand of the question. कि modernization, that is a transformation from traditional rural agricultural society to secular urban industrial society, is diminishing the boundaries due to religious nature. Okay, then coming on to the next point, this is religion. इकोनॉमिक एक माइग्रेशन लिख देंगे, पुश पुल. इसका भी इन केस ऑफ इकोनॉमी यू विल रियलाइज कि इसका भी एक मैप है, आउट माइग्रेशन, इन माइग्रेशन. सो आउट माइग्रेशन वाले जो कंट्रीज हैं, दिस इज UBR. इन माइग्रेशन जो कंट्री है वो MDH. UBR इज लाइक उबर, बाहर जाना होता है तो उबर यूज़ करते हैं, घर में रहते हैं तो MDH यूज़ करके यू मेक गुड फूड. सो उबर इज उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार, राजस्थान. इन माइग्रेशन करना हुआ तो महाराष्ट्र, दिल्ली एंड हरियाणा. ठीक है, यू कैन राइट इट डाउन. एंड इकोनॉमिक वाले पॉइंट्स में व्हाट यू एल्स यू कैन राइट, इट्स इकोनॉमिक इंटीग्रेशन, GST एंड इंटरस्टेट ट्रेड. एंड अनदर इज you can use constitution articles also. I think it's 300, 301, around 303 tak. All these articles are related to interstate trade. One state cannot make any rules which are detrimental to interstate trade and something like that. Please go through it and ये भी यहाँ पर ऐड कर लीजिएगा. Now coming on to the next, films and festival, theatre, tourism. अब इसको कैसे यूज़ करना है? Let's take example of tourism. We have Taj Mahal. तो ताज महल इज विजिटेड बाय हिंदूज एंड मुस्लिम्स अलाइक, irrespective of differences in their religion. Same can be said about the Bollywood, that is films. Here, despite India being a 80% Hindu dominated country, the most popular heroes of Indian film industry are three Khans: Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan. You need not write, but you can just mention it. Again, festivals पे Hindus are celebrating Muslim festivals and Muslims are celebrating Hindu festivals. Similarly, you can also use this for art and architecture. Coming on to the next thing, historical. As I mentioned earlier, historical में you can again use the same framework and explain कि कैसे ancient times से India has been a plural society and with diverse religion coexisting peacefully over the years. Politics, here you have to speak in favor of unity and diversity and not threats. So you will say developmental politics, rise of new parties without any religion, caste, regional identity. So now you must have realized how you can use, despite this being a 5-letter word, it's a very powerful framework. So इसलिए यहाँ पर भी we will be mentioning it, all these frameworks, because these frameworks are very powerful. CRR college you have already understand. Moving is किससे रिलेटेड था? इसमें से रिलेटेड नहीं था. मूविक Z से रिलेटेड था. एंड सिमिलरली फैट इज रिलेटेड टू कल्चर. सो नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग, एज आई मेंशन्ड अर्लियर, यहाँ पर होगा यूनिटी एंड डाइवर्सिटी में फर्स्ट होगा एक्सप्लेनेशन, सेकंड होगा रीजंस. अब सेकंड रीजंस वाला पार्ट चल रहा था. नाउ वी आर ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग, थ्रेट्स. सो थ्रेट्स के लिए we can use the same templates. If there is a question regarding what are the threats in unity and diversity, this is not a new question at all. फिर से पुराना framework ही use करिए. Use the old framework again and frame your answer. How you are going to frame it? CRR, again the order is different, but CRR college. So सबसे पहले region आपने लिया. रिलीजन में रिलीजियस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स लिख देंगे, डिफरेंसेस इन लिटरेसी लेवल, इनकम लेवल, उसके वजह से डिससेटिस्फैक्शन होगा, उसकी वजह से फिर रिलीजियस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होंगे. सेकंड, पॉलिटिसाइजेशन, देयर आर पार्टीज विच आर बेस्ड ऑन रिलीजियस आइडेंटिटीज. एंड देन यूज डेटा इन ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द आंसर, कि दे आर सर्टेन रिलीजन विच आर जस्ट 2.3% और 1.7%. सो यूज डेटा. एंड देन देयर इज अनदर लैंग्वेज. लैंग्वेज रिलेटेड क्या क्या यूनिटी एंड डाइवर्सिटी में थ्रेट्स है? इम्पोजिशन ऑफ हिंदी लैंग्वेज विच इज़ द मेजॉरिटी लैंग्वेज है, तो उसमें देयर इज अ थ्रेट टू यूनिटी एंड डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ इंडिया ड्यू टू इम्पोजिशन ऑफ वन लैंग्वेज. एंड ऑल यू नो मदर टंग्स कितनी थी? 1369. ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज इज 22 शेड्यूल 8 में. So do not write an answer without any facts and numbers. Even if you are writing an average answer but you are using facts, then you are going to score high. It doesn't matter how better vocabulary you are using or how good English you are writing if there are no facts in the answer. So please try to use facts and numbers. Try to form interlinkages in your mind. Then only you will be able to reproduce it in the examination. There is no point of studying multiple books, multiple content, but when you are not good with all these basic facts. ओके, लैंग्वेजेस में फिर हिस्टोरिकल रीजंस भी हो सकते हैं, जैसे एज आई मेंशन्ड अर्लियर 1956 स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन हुआ था, तो उस टाइम पे थोड़े लिंग्विस्टिक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हुए थे, एंड ड्यू टू हिस्टोरिकल रीजन ओनली कि अभी तक बहुत ज़्यादा पीस स्टैब्लिश नहीं हो पाई है. नेक्स्ट इज यूज डेटा. लैंग्वेज में एज वी मेंशन्ड अर्लियर दीज आर द डेटा दैट यू शुड यूज. फिर रेस वाले जो पॉइंट्स लिखने वो क्या लिखने हैं, एथनिक डिफरेंशिएशन एंड नेटिविज्म. There is a threat to identity, son of the soil movement, and then use example from notes. We have explained all these points in detail in notes, but here the aim of this lecture is to make you remember all these things and make you realize how you can use the same template again and again in every answer. Second, caste में you can use this phrase casteization, politics and politicization of the caste. Please mention it. और कुछ नहीं हुआ था, एक caste system का diagram बना दिया. It will be discussed in another lecture of the same module only. डिवाइसिव पॉलिटिक्स यू कैन मेंशन इट इन एवरीवेयर. पॉलिटिक्स, डिवाइसिव पॉलिटिक्स जो होती है रेस की वजह से भी होती है, लैंग्वेज की वजह से, रिलीजन की वजह से भी. ओके, देन कमिंग टू द ज्योग्राफी. ज्योग्राफी में एज वी मेंशन्ड अर्लियर, सो प्लीज़ जहाँ पे भी आपको चांस मिले ट्राई टू क्रिएट अ मैप ऑफ इंडिया. दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू मल्टीपल टाइम्स. सो ज्योग्राफिकल डाइवर्सिटी बतानी है. दिस इज 3000 किलोमीटर, दिस इज 3000 किलोमीटर, 3.2 किलोमीटर मिलियन स्क्वायर, एंड ये सब इट मेक्स द कंट्री सो डाइवर्स, सो वास्ट कि इसकी वजह से थ्रेट्स आना पॉसिबल है. इफ अ कंट्री इज स्मॉल देन लोग थोड़े यूनिटी से रहेंगे, बट इन केस ऑफ द इंडिया कल्चर ही चेंज हो जाता है फ्रॉम जम्मू कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी या यहाँ पे गुजरात से अरुणाचल प्रदेश. सो डेफिनेटली इट विल गोइंग टू क्रिएट सम कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स. सो यही सब पॉइंट्स आपको अगेन एंड अगेन लिखने हैं टू शोकेस द थ्रेट्स टू यूनिटी एंड डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ इंडिया. एंड देन देयर आर मिसलेनियस पॉइंट्स. डेवलपमेंटल इम्बैलेंस, अगेन क्योंकि कहीं पर डेवलपमेंट होगा, मुंबई इज़ वेरी डेवलप्ड, फिर यहाँ पे छत्तीसगढ़ या झारखंड ट्राइबल रीजन्स हैं वो डेवलप नहीं हो पाए. एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स ड्यू टू पाकिस्तान एंड यहाँ पे चाइना है. सो ड्यू टू एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स ऑल्सो इंटर स्टेट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. इंडिया इज अ फेडरल स्टेट, सो फेडरल यूनिट्स हैं, रीजनल पॉलिटिक्स का राइज होगा ड्यू टू रीजनल एस्पिरेशंस विच माइट बी रिलेटेड टू अगेन CRR कॉलेज, एंड दिस विल लीड टू इंटर स्टेट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स. कल्चरल डिफरेंसेस अगेन द सेम थिंग्स. एंड ये फिर से आ गया मूवी जी. मूवी जी क्या था, जेशन वाले पॉइंट्स. मॉडर्नाइजेशन, अर्बनाइजेशन, वेस्टर्नाइजेशन, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन. सो मूविंग लीडिंग टू वीकनिंग ऑफ कस्टम्स एंड ट्रेडिशंस. अगेन एज आई मैंशन्ड सेम पॉइंट्स को यू कैन राइट इट इन पॉजिटिव सेंस ऑल्सो एंड इन नेगेटिव सेंस ऑल्सो. इन केस ऑफ मूविंग, दैट इज मॉडर्नाइजेशन, अर्बनाइजेशन, आई वोंट रिपीट इट, मूविंग, और यू कैन कॉल इट मूवी जी. आई विल कॉल इट मूवी जी ओनली फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट टाइम. सो हाउ यू कैन यूज इट टू शोकेस यूनिटी एंड डाइवर्सिटी, कि जैसे इससे रिलीजन डिफरेंसेस जो हैं वो कम हो रहे हैं, लैंग्वेज डिफरेंसेस कम हो रहे हैं. एंड हाउ यू कैन यूज इट इन नेगेटिव सेंस, कि दिस इज लीडिंग टू वीकनिंग ऑफ कस्टम्स एंड ट्रेडिशंस, कि जो इंडिया के कस्टम्स एंड ट्रेडिशंस हैं दीज आर गेटिंग अफेक्टेड ड्यू टू वेस्टर्नाइजेशन हो गया, अर्बनाइजेशन हो गया. एंड एज यू कैन से कि इंडिया के जो भी कस्टम्स एंड ट्रेडिशंस हैं इट्स अबाउट लव, टॉलरेंस. सो दिस इज गेटिंग वीकेंड ड्यू टू मूविंग. सो अल्टीमेटली इट्स अप टू द डिमांड ऑफ क्वेश्चन कि आप उसको किस तरीके से यूज करने वाले. एंड यूज, बट यूज क्या करेंगे, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस. CRR कॉलेज हो गया एक फ्रेमवर्क, अनदर इज ZECP, मूवी जी, एंड दिस इज फैट. सो इस तरीके से अगर आप कंसिडर करिए थ्रेट्स में, हियर वी हैव 4 + 3 7 + 4 11 + 2 13 15 एंड 20 पॉइंट्स. जस्ट बाय यूजिंग वन फ्रेमवर्क वी आर एबल टू फ्रेम 20 पॉइंट्स. अगेन यहाँ पर यूजिंग ZEC वी कैन फ्रेम अराउंड 5 5 10 13 16 19 अगेन 21 पॉइंट. सो ये जो भी फ्रेमवर्क यूज हो रहा है, CRR कॉलेज हुआ या ZEC, यूजिंग दिस यू कैन इजीली फ्रेम 15 से 20 पॉइंट्स फॉर एनी आंसर. सो दिस इज द पावर ऑफ फ्रेमवर्क दैट यू नीड टू रियलाइज. इंस्टेड ऑफ ट्राइंग टू मेक सेपरेट नोट्स की थ्रेड्स में अलग से 10 पॉइंट रटें, या इन केस ऑफ reasons you are memorizing points differently. Just try to remember 2-3 templates and it's good enough. Okay, now coming on to the features. अब it might, so there was reason कि we started with diversity. Otherwise if you go to any other source for UPSC, सबसे पहले features start करते हैं and then unity and diversity. I don't know what their order is, but we started with diversity and now we will move to the next subtopic, that is features. So of features में again I will tell you there is no need to remember anything new. We will use old framework only to form the features of Indian society. How this is how? Let's move on to the next slide. So there are two types of features we are going to make, and but always remember this classification is for internal purpose only. Yes, so now this is an important point. All these classifications, it's mostly for internal purpose only. This is to help you think about the answer of the question. You need not mention this framework explicitly in your answer sheet. So if there is a question about diversity, you can mention if you like about religion, language and all these things, but even if you are not mentioning it, it's okay, क्योंकि ZECP तो आप वैसे ही mention कर नहीं पाएंगे. ZECP में क्या, Zation is not a point. This is just to form points for the answer. So if there is a question regarding the reasons for unity and diversity, you will use the ZEC framework, but instead of using this explicitly constitution mechanism या Zation, just write it in points. So इससे आपके around 21 points हो ही गए थे इस तरीके से. So it's you need to use your discretion and think for yourself कि ये mention करना है या नहीं करना है. Okay, but here this is for internal purpose only, तो ये definitely mention नहीं करना है this framework. So we were on features of Indian society. So features of Indian society में if someone asks you about the features of Indian society, you won't be able to say more than 5 or 6. But if you have this framework, एक ये systematically सोचने की आदत आपको डालनी पड़ेगी. You need to be very structured in your thinking process. So there are two types of features, type 1 and type 2. In this slide we will discuss type 1. Type 1 features कौन कौन से, based on CRR college. अब CRR college पे based आप कैसे बनाएंगे features? Number 1 feature is this is caste. तो caste से based कौन सा feature हो गया, caste system. सेकेंड रिलीजन, रिलीजन्स पर बेस्ड कौन सा कर देगा, मल्टी रिलीजियस में मल्टी सेक्टेरियन भी कर सकते हैं आप. आज क्या था, रेस एंड ट्राइब्स. सो मल्टी एथनिक, मल्टी ट्राइब्स एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. फिर सी क्या था, कल्चर. सो इंडिया हैज़ अ मल्टी कल्चरल सोसाइटी, वाइब्रेंट एंड रिच कल्चर, डाइवर्स कल्चर. जो भी लिखना है लिख सकते हैं. एल से मल्टी लिंग्विस्टिक. जी से इफ यू राइट यू कैन राइट, बट आई सजेस्ट यू टू राइट इट इन द एंड. Because even the order of the points it should be as per the demand of the question. इसलिए ये नहीं है कि अगर आपके पास CRR कॉलेज है तो you are starting with the caste system only. नहीं, there is a reason why I am always starting with the religion, क्योंकि religion सबसे important रहता है in case of the India. So please start with religion and then go to language. CRR कॉलेज है तो उसी ऑर्डर में लिखना ज़रूरी नहीं है. ओके, सो फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन सोसाइटी यहाँ पर हो गए 5 फीचर्स बेस्ड ऑन CRR. CL जी नहीं है, बट इफ़ यू वांट यू कैन राइट कि द डाइवर्स जोग्राफिकल फीचर्स हैं या मानसून अलग अलग है या यूनाइटेड है, इट्स अप टू यू. देन देयर आर सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ फीचर्स इज बेस्ड ऑन बैलेंस. बैलेंस वाले क्या हैं, बैलेंस एंड को एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ कलेक्टिविज्म एंड इंडिविजुअलिज्म. इन सब की डेफिनेशंस आपको नोट्स में दी हुई हैं. सो प्लीज ट्राई टू रिमेंबर डेफिनेशंस ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स. मूविक की डेफिनेशन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. You should be very good with the definition of the movie G components. And second, CM/PM definition. Please remember these definitions also. So what are these points? Balance, coexistence of collectivism and individualism. Individual is about caring for yourself, collectivism is society, tradition. तो अल्टीमेटली थीम सब में यही रहेगी, एक थोड़ा ट्रेडिशनल रहेगा, एक थोड़ा मॉडर्न रहेगा. M, बैलेंस बिटवीन मटेरियलिज्म एंड स्पिरिचुअलिज्म. Then P is pluralism in society. मतलब diverse society, but despite showing this diversity, it is also have unity and diversity. Coming on to the next point, M is coexistence of modernism and traditionalism. So इसके लिए आपका क्या कोड हो गया है, CM and PM. C is collectivism and individualism, materialism, spiritualism, pluralism and unity, modernism and traditionalism. So ये CM हो गए and ये PM हो गए. Again please try to see, यहाँ पर हमने सारे जो भी आपके निमोनिक्स हैं we have kept it here. So now अब तक जो भी आपका टॉपिक्स पढ़ाए गए थे it can be condensed to this small picture. CRR कॉलेज एंड दिस इज ZECP. जेशन का मूवी जी हो गया, कल्चर का फैट हो गया, इससे 6 पॉइंट्स थे. एंड देन फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन सोसाइटी में CRR कॉलेज हो गया था. एंड सेकंड जो नया था वो PMCM था. PMCM.
This video is a part of ACADS Means Accelerator Combo, MAC, the most revolutionary and first of its kind course designed to help learners score the maximum by leveraging AI-powered scientific techniques. Score 580 plus marks by reading only 438 pages. ACADS MAC leverages techniques like inheritability, the LEGO method, replicability, nudge mentorship, deliberate practice, spaced repetition, flashcards to boost a learner's score by up to 124 marks. MAC comprises of 20 plus courses that include mnemonics for all important topics, compact notes for GS 1, 2, 3, 4, ultra compact notes for last week revision, data, case studies, 3-tier test series, etc. Visit acads.com/mac for details. Study smart, not hard with ACADS.